Greetings and welcome to the All You Can Geek Gamecast number 572. This week we do not have Jim with us, but I'll
Oh,
be your host, Corey Feinstein, and joining me today with Mike Sanidi
what's up?
and Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
Hey guys, yeah, unfortunately Jim can't join us. He's recovering from surgery, so we wish him the best, and we'll get his insights next week, we assume. But we're gonna move forward and get into what we've been up to this week, and find out if there's anything new. Mike, have you been playing anything?
I have been playing a dangerous amount of Halo Infinite multiplayer, and there's
Nice.
already
The
stories and
addiction
stuff.
has
Yeah,
started
it's actually really
in
good.
full
It's
swing.
a good combination of everything that Halo used to do online, and modern sensibilities. There's definitely things that I hope they add later. The progression is bad.
I
I
see
do.
exactly what you meant too, because like on paper I was like, oh, whatever, this looks fair enough. But then like as I was like paying attention, I was like, wait a second. I was like, I barely am making any progress after 10 games. I was like, this sucks.
The thing to do actually, and it's a double-edged sword because you have to look at those specific challenges daily and weekly, to try to get like big chunks of XP. Um, the problem with that is you almost end up prioritizing that over winning eventually.
Yep,
Uh,
yep, yep.
like,
I
oh, I
hate
need
that.
to get a kill with the
The
like
sword, yeah.
cinder shot or whatever the fuck, something that doesn't really work too well normally, or you're not good with, and yet you spend all time looking for it. And it's like, we need to do big teams so I can do a vehicle because that's my thing. So it's a little skewed that way. Of course, obviously in ranked you don't want to do that because ranked is new for Halo like this. I don't know about Halo 5, but you go up obviously with wins and performance and down with losses and poor performance. I don't think you go down if you suck in a game that you win, but you won't go up as much. Um, but yeah, so ranked, and ranked is also stripped down. You all start equally. There is still the Halo thing where sometimes it feels unfair when everyone else has all the stuff and you don't, because it's Halo, so you have to scavenge. But no, I really liked it. I put in, I don't even want to say how many games I put in this last week and a half. You can look me up online and see though. Elite 23, spelled with all E's. Speaking of online interactions, I am going to half apologize to someone who I've harassed online. And I am half apologizing for a reason.
Is this your best
There,
friend that we're talking about?
no, 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 no.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what you're talking
So,
about here.
so as I mentioned this in Discord, but I'll go
Oh,
over this again. Um,
oh boy.
this guy, his name is like MLVLM, whatever the fuck, whatever. So, capture the flag. I first of all, I'll tell you that I crawled my way up from placement gold 2 3 all the way up to platinum. So, which is gold 6 is the top, and then go to platinum. 1 or whatever. So, but I dropped from like 6 to 5 because of this loss. So I was in a capture the flag game, and if you with 2 flags, so that means you can't score. You can't score unless you have your flag at home, and then you take the other flag back to home base. This guy, um, he kept running the enemy flag back to their base, and this was ranked, and he did it twice at least, and in overtime, after we made a comeback, he got a hold of the flag, basically delivered the enemy flag back to them. So, and I dropped rank because of that. And it was late. It was one of those push games where I'm like, oh, one more game, and it was late, and I was pissed. And I said, so I found his name. I messaged him like, what the fuck? Why? WTF? Why betray your team? That's all. I thought he did it on purpose. I thought something triggered him, and he decided to be an asshole and throw the game, even though it was ranked and all that stuff. He's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm going to bed now. I'm like, he's like, don't talk to me at this time. I'm like, well, then why are you playing the game at this time? He's like, I don't know you. And then I said, okay, good night. Sweet dreams. I said, have sweet dreams of delivering the enemy flag to their
He's
base.
so
And good night.
toxic.
That's all. But then I reviewed the footage, and I saw that the dumbass tried to take the flag and score the right way, but the flag was away, and he didn't realize it, I guess. So after that, he ran to the wrong base, and he kept going to the wrong base the rest of the game. So no, he is not. He wasn't toxic. He wasn't a betrayer. He was just dangerously and incredibly stupid. And so no, sorry, MLVL, whatever the hell your name is. You're not a toxic team killer. You're just dangerously stupid.
What if this is like an 8-year-old kid, dude?
Well, he told me to go fuck myself. I hope it's not.
I'm sure an 8-year-old could tell you to go fuck yourself in 2020.
Probably.
Well, either way, he needs to learn. That's backwards.
He needs to learn, and I need to be the teacher.
Well, I almost decided to send him another message, but I'm like, no, I'll leave him alone. But I wanted to tell him, like, oh, by the way, this is what you did wrong.
You almost taught him a lesson, but instead...
No, because I know that even if I was, like, civil about it, it's like, oh, just so you know, this is what happened. This is why you were confused. He still would have taken it bad. So I'm like, never mind, I'm not going to message this kid anymore.
What if this is his first-person shooter ever?
So wait, is he ranked gold also? Is he like gold 5, gold 6, 2?
The range is pretty big. If you look, I didn't look at that much about it, but I don't know. I think he was beyond placements. But
why don't you friend request him, man? Just voice chat with him a little bit.
Hey, who knows? He could be a best friend later on.
Enemies to friends.
All I know is his profile picture is a car. So I don't think he's an actual kid. But
I mean, it could be a kid playing on their dad's Xbox account.
Yeah, it could be anybody. I mean, that's the thing. You have no idea.
I mean, that's why I only talked to him about the game. I didn't say anything personal other than have sweet dreams of delivering the flag to the enemy team. That's all.
You don't see how it's passive aggressive.
He wanted to go to sleep, so I said good night. That's how I said good night. But no, otherwise, the game was fun.
Yeah. Well, it's good. I'm glad you're playing a bunch. So, like, that's awesome. That's good to hear that it's actually...
Oh, and sometimes I'm god-awful. God-awful.
I mean, we all have good and bad games. So, have you been playing that at all, Tony? Or
yeah.
Yeah.
I played my placements in placing Gold 6, which is good. But at first I was like, that seems low. Because, like, the way League works is you want to work your way up from, like, Bronze 5 to Bronze 1, and then you place more placement games to get to the...
So that works backwards. So
right,
like 6 is low.
The higher the numbers are better in this.
Right.
Like, I think it's also that way in Apex Legends, I think. The lower number is better. I don't remember Rocket League. I think it's either or. I can't remember, but same idea.
But either way, I was just like, what does this mean? And, like, at least where I checked, the game doesn't tell you anywhere what that means. Like,
not really.
Like, what's the difference between Gold 1 and Gold 6? Like, it doesn't tell you. So, like, I had to go online. I looked at 3 different articles, which were, like, 90% the same thing. Like, you could tell when they just, like, copy-paste something from the publisher.
Yeah.
Nobody knew until I finally just literally asked in a forum. I was like, guys, what is supposed to be, quote-unquote, better, Gold 1 or Gold 6? Because I don't understand. The game doesn't tell me, and I'm either happy or I'm kind of offended. So let me know. And they're like, no, that's pretty good. I was like, okay. Stuff like that. So, but the game is really fun.
Yeah. I don't know how good Platinum is supposed to be in this, but I didn't really feel a level increase in the competition, and it does seem to grab from a pretty wide range when you play.
I mean, a lot of people are playing
until Platinum. I do think once I crossed from Gold to Platinum, there might be a different group. So I did get knocked back down in Gold 6 pretty quick, and then I got back up again.
Well, a lot of the modern day rank systems, first of all, they intentionally place you a little lower than your true skill level is, because the idea is they want you to continue to play games.
Better, right?
Well, that too, but they want you to continue playing the games because they're not going to get as much monthly active user (MAU) which is one of their key performance indicators. If somebody like me is just like, because this is what I did in Overwatch. I would just be like, I'm just going to do my placement games for the fucking season to get, the fucking gold points, to get the gold guns that always look like shit. think about it, I never even bought one, so it was a fucking waste of my time. But like, they don't want you just doing your placement games, getting a rank. I mean, like, okay, I'm good at that. They want you to be like, all right, I'm a little offended, and I'm gonna grind my way to like the next bracket or two or something like that, because that gets more players into the system, so
you
it's
want
less
to see
people
progress
waiting.
too.
Right,
Like,
right. Plus,
it doesn't feel good when you're like always
well, right.
going
Plus,
backwards.
I mean, that's the other part of it. It's the feedback loop. They want you to feel like, hey, I'm getting better and stuff like that. So generally, what they'll do is, especially when you cross over to a new tier, and again, this is just based on League, so I'm not sure how Halo is doing it in 343, but in League, you'll get placed against higher, because like they want to really, especially early on, they really want to figure out, are you playing at the actual level that you should be? So they'll place you against people that are true skill level a little bit higher above you to be like, hey, how do you perform against those players? But they also will then another game be like, hey, we're going to place you against lower level people because you should stop these people because your true level is better than theirs. And if all of a sudden you don't, they're like, maybe this is a mistake, or maybe you got lucky, or something, whatever. Somebody disconnected on the other team.
That's a thing they have to fix too.
Yes, and that is a thing they have to fix because, man, that pissed me off. My first 2 games of Team Slayer in this game, I had a disconnect on my team. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? And the thing is, like, it was the Team Slayer, it wasn't like Capture the Flag or anything, but like Team Slayer, it's like, there's no radar, it's like rifles only.
So it's ranked, yeah.
Yeah.
All battle rifles you start with, yep.
Yeah, so like the thing is, like, I'm sorry, like in a 3v4 match, the team with the better numbers is going to consistently outperform because you just don't have enough bullets. You just don't have enough people with guns shooting against the other people. So, like, we get close. But
I think it's even worse with Oddball or Capture the Flag when you're down in player. It's almost impossible.
Yeah.
Or even the zones, and it happens a lot in rank, too. So you're down 3 to 4, you're fucked pretty much.
Yeah.
And you can't quit. If you quit 2 in a row, you get banned for a period of time. And it's not even you quitting. It's sometimes you get disconnected and it counts as quitting. And other times, the whole thing crashes or so. Yeah. I got like a 5-minute ban or some shit because I did quit once when someone left early. Because in other games that have been around longer, if someone quits early in a ranked game, you can leave without penalty personally. But not here. And then the game crashed on me. And it like erased all my progress in my rank when I came back and I was banned. I'm like, you motherfucker. So they need to work on that because it's really unfair when, you lose someone in rank.
I disconnected 2 games in a row and I didn't get banned. But I'm playing on PC.
Maybe
so
the one quit part did it or something.
Yeah.
I did one honest quit, yes. And they didn't ban me after that. It was the next time when everything crashed.
But the game's good. I have to give props just based on the multiplayer. Campaign is another story. But
we don't know. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah,
I think later. So,
but the game is solid. Runs great. It's like the best of the classic Halo, the way it feels. But like Mike said, like modernized.
No, it came at a good time. Because again, we've talked about Call of Duty's down and Battlefield's been a hot mess, and so like, this is coming at a really good time. Yeah, I mean Destiny's still there, but like they actually, it's funny because they were supposed to come out like right around now with their expansion, and they delayed it till February.
Oh.
And it's like, look at that, wide open for Halo.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the other good thing is what was it? With Halo, I mean, the way that they're bringing it to PC as well and doing crossplay. This is the way that Halo can really capitalize on market penetration here because obviously I think Xbox One crippled Halo's trajectory. I mean, the fault is definitely with 343 because they fucked up Halo 4, they fucked up Master Chief Collection, and they fucked up Halo 5, so it's like, well, you're like 0 for 3. But Xbox One certainly did not do any favors in terms of like, hey, here's an active, healthy, awesome install base for a first-person shooter to succeed and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I'm
curious
to see
the new systems and PC.
Yeah, if this is going to continue or if it's going to die down, as time goes on.
They are today. They
announced something.
Today they're starting their first like event, which is
Okay.
like a Fiesta Mode where you don't get random weapons spawned every time, and that's it, which is fine.
Okay.
It's not that distinct. It's fun because sometimes you get like crazy weapons based on luck, but the rewards right now aren't great, no matter what you do. Even if
Mm-hmm.
you do the premium battle pass, you're getting not like the very minor cosmetics, and then all the real cool looking ones are still paid and only paid. So they need to tweak that too because it's kind of
Yeah.
annoying where you
Well, they
grind to
also.
like do all this stuff and you're getting like, oh, I got a yellow visor now. Okay, cool.
That's the one thing I do gotta admit. Like, I wish they were a little bit better about cosmetics because, like, I spent a couple of minutes just looking at the customization options, and it's just like,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, hey, futuristic space helmet with like this contour or this other contour. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, I don't even see my character that often. Why do I care? You know, like,
Yeah.
Most of the time, you see your character, he's just ragdolling in the
yeah,
corner
this is
after you die.
ragdolling.
Yeah, the other thing they announced was that because we're getting the campaign in a couple weeks, but the co-op campaign won't be until May of next year,
Oof.
and then
I
Forge
knew
mode is
it.
not even
I
gonna be
knew it. I called it
further
right.
out.
Didn't I?
So
Yeah, I called it. Like all this.
yeah,
It's like
yep, no,
they shaved off so much to be like, guys, we shipped Halo Infinite this year.
mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah,
Yeah,
without features. So, you know.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
that's a while.
the best, the most fun about like the campaign is doing it with your friends. So
Right. So look,
that's
I'm
Yeah,
not
but
even gonna
unfortunate.
play
you're
it.
just
I'm
gonna
not gonna.
wait that
Yeah, I'm
long.
not gonna play.
You're gonna
I'm not gonna
wait a
play it.
full 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't give a shit.
no, there's no reason. I mean, might as well just play PvP. I mean, that's
I haven't played
really
Halo
like,
4 or 5. There's no reason for
yeah.
it.
I guess so.
So, is there anything else, guys, that you guys been playing of note?
Yeah.
No, it
It
basically
sounds like
allowed
it.
me to bounce off of Avengers and
Nice.
be
Well,
done
I'm
with
glad. I'm
Lost
glad to
Judgment.
hear it because it sounds like this is something you can be excited for. While the other ones are just
Every week
kind
for
of
like 2
complaining.
months, Avengers is fucking me. It's like, all right, let's stop playing it, man.
Well, let's
No.
get into the news, guys, because we talked about Star Wars last episode in the movie cast,
Yeah.
but we did mention Quantic Dream had a Star Wars game, but apparently it's gonna be set in the High Republic. I thought like we had talked about this before. It sounded like
Oh, we did
really
too.
familiar.
It's
So, but
possible.
Quantic Dreams, they're the guys that did
I swear to God, we talked
Beyond
about this
Two
last
What,
week.
Souls.
Heavy Rain and
Yeah,
the
it sounds
Beyond
like
Two Souls.
yeah. So is it official? Is like because was it not official before? Is this actually official?
I don't know, but
I don't know.
I
I
don't know
Oh,
don't
if we
care.
knew it
it's
was
not official.
necessarily High Republic last week. Maybe we
Okay.
did. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
You know what? I think I was looking at the wrong week. That's probably why. Yeah.
Oh,
Let's just move on. We can
doing it
let's
live.
talk.
Thank
So
you,
let's
Twitch
talk about
streamers.
let's talk about some Nintendo news. So. Per an email given to Fanbyte, Nintendo President Doug Bowser addressed Activision Blizzard harassment reports this last week as well. We talked about last week how PlayStation and Xbox had mentioned stuff, and now Nintendo's getting in on this as well. So it is kind of unbelievable that Bobby Kotick still has his job right now,
Yeah.
and things that he's saying. But I mean, we've kind of beaten this horse pretty hard here, but this company just needs to really make some major moves in
They
order
even
to.
announced today that apparently two members of the board of directors are creating a new division to investigate and do whatever. And they're like, it basically boils down to like, trust us. We promise to do good or whatever. And it's like, but how can we? Because you're fucking standing by Bobby Kotick, who's a confirmed piece of shit
Well,
now, like beyond any reasonable doubt. So question mark and yeah, but I mean that's the three big publishers: Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo. Like
mhm.
all pretty much being like, yeah, this is concerning to us.
Yeah, they need to actually. I really think they need to do something that's going to impact their, like Activision's bottom line in order to
Yeah.
get things going here. Because what was the Codex like? Came out with a statement saying like, "Oh, if we can't solve this quickly, I'll consider
Yeah.
stepping down." It's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
like the
thanks.
thing is, I don't think we'll see anything about like cancellations of like, hey, you can't port
Mhm.
Diablo 4 to consoles or something like that because that just lose them money in the progress as well. But I can definitely see like the people winding down from like exclusivity deals or something like that, marketing deals
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, helping like 'cause PlayStation is certainly
Yeah,
spending a lot of money to get Call of Duty advertisements exclusive or to have
yeah,
their PlayStation brand at the end or something like
yeah,
that. So it's
yeah.
definitely one of those things where I could see them being like, you know what, we're not helping with anything. If you want to put on our systems,
Go ahead.
that's something,
It's on
but
you.
we're not going to help you. But I would love to see them just like, plant their flag and be like, listen, like this is a place where we want to support people that are, open-minded and inclusive, and we want an environment that everyone feels welcome in. And your company does not represent that at this time. Like, unless you can prove and show us that you do, then we can't support your games.
Yeah,
I would love to see that because that to me would be something that, if you have these values, stand up for them. Then and like that's what your company is about. You got to like I think you should show that. If
yeah,
you just kind
absolutely.
of stand by and be like, oh well, I guess we'll keep supporting these things even though we don't like what you're doing, but you can still sell your games on our system. It's kind of like hypocritical,
Yeah, I
in my
mean,
opinion.
the thing is, I didn't post it, but I think the organization Girls or Women Who Code, and it's about
Mm-hmm.
promoting women getting into
Game,
engineering or
yeah,
game stuff like that.
oh, yeah.
And they stopped the relationship with Activision Blizzard. They're like straight up like, yeah, we can't do this anymore because we're an organization that is about promoting women and promoting women's success and future careers and stuff like that in an industry. And it's like your organization doesn't do that. So yeah. And the other thing is, you look month over month. I just we're doing it live. Activision Blizzard down 24% stock price in the past month. So
Yeah, I was really thinking about shorting them when all this stuff was going on. I should have done it. So, but yeah, like I'm like kind of like it's uh it's just a really terrible situation. I'm really tired of hearing about it. I want action. That's the thing. I
yeah,
want to see some action.
yeah.
Um, yeah, let's move into some other unfortunate news here for you, Mike, because with your Avengers hate, you can just pile it on because Spider-Man's out on PlayStation, right? He's out now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
No,
but he's coming out
he's,
soon.
he's coming
That's fine.
out November 30th.
Okay, so it's coming out the end of the week. Uh, and there, like every other DLC character had story missions, right?
Hmm.
He doesn't get any story missions. He just gets to be a part of the team and do his own
And
thing, I guess. Oh.
and the explanation for why kills me a little bit because the reason is, oh, we want to prioritize our content that's for all of our players. So there's also with this another raid or whatever coming out and a reworking of their cosmetics, which is needed.
Hmm.
But and I guess it's good that there's stuff happening for everyone else, or the vast majority, I would think right now of the player base. But if you're gonna do this, then why'd you even do the exclusivity?
Money,
Why would you?
money,
I know, but why? Like,
money,
this is a
money,
waste of time for everyone involved now.
money.
So yeah, so Spider-Man's gonna be there. They might have like, I think like still frames to sort of frame some of him doing the mission stuff. And I saw the gameplay. It looks okay. It's not worth buying something when I have all my
Hmm.
progress for free on Game
I
Pass.
mean, just
But
play the Spider-Man game. Like it's gonna be better. And so, any
so
case,
it's
so
just it's just a miss on
yeah,
all accounts. It's fucked up.
bad times for all. So,
Yep.
yeah, and we talked about the Warner Brothers game, Multiverses, is
Whew.
officially official. So
Officially
Yeah.
official.
Multiverses, free to play though, right? So
Oh,
it,
it's gonna be very predatory, but whatever.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say.
It's got but it's funny to me. Again, my hope is that this sort of shames Nick Allstars into
Yeah,
getting some voices in their game and adding some content to it because I have that game. I pay. I got it as a gift, but it was a 45 or something dollar game on release, and this free to play game. Now, granted, it's gonna be full of monetization, but it looks way higher budget and has you know
yeah,
voice actors that they can't even get in the
I was gonna say
cinematic movies,
they
the
got yeah, they got a lot of
animated
the voice
DC
actors back.
movies. Yeah. Yeah, Conroy's Batman's in there. That's big. Yeah, but the characters sound like they're characters. They have some personality, and they showed also some different skins. Obviously, you'll probably have to buy them, but skins look like something you might actually want in this game. So it's interesting. I don't know, and of course, apparently Shaggy going Super Saiyan or whatever is a meme.
Mhm.
I sort of missed that meme myself, but I know it's out there, so everyone's happy about that too. That he's in the game punching Superman in the dick, which seems to be the freeze frame I see the most.
Nice. All right. Well,
So it's insane.